And all eyes are going to be on T1, but can FUT close it out in two?
And we are certainly not slowing down. The side of T1 had a lot of fast-paced takes. And kicking off this map, it's just the same. Saya denied that early fight, though. The Cloudburst not going to stay up for long. Their safe haven deteriorating. Out of Captain Falls, too. Maj putting up a good performance, but not good enough. It's left down to the Gecko of Cracks. And Tom, we've seen Gecko quite a bit. It hasn't been something to write home about for the side of FUT so far.
I don't even know if he'll use any of it. Just needs to land the shots. And that's where Crack seems to do his best work. If you didn't have enough of the FUT clutches in the last map, well, they're right back in a 1v2 to kick things off. A bit less to play, but this is where the execution's going to come through again. Saya leading the charge, and he will find that opener. Maj unable to do too much, but his teammates at least trying to trade things back. This time, though, a little bit of damage to Carpe, but other than that, they've kept things relatively clean. The same for Carpe, taking over Sentinel. Slight role switches, but nothing different in terms of what agents are actually being run. For now, Kiwi, anything he can find would be nice, but Carpe is going to land that shot and a much cleaner start to this second map for T1.
The reward, flash for right side, but no follow-up. They're not looking to take that control, but they have spotted the operator around here. It's good information to play with. Thrash on the way through, and it catches nobody. They've sidestepped it completely. Not going to be retrievable in its current position. Out of Captain Falls, and T1, they are in with a serious chance now, locking these players out of control. A quick double kill. It doesn't seem to be enough. Ooh. Even if that shot was connected for Kiwi, it would be a tough clutch, but with two opponents still standing, it's time to get out of there. He wanted to be taking the fight down on short. Instead, look at where FUT are forced to go. Right out of the site. Playing way back. Kiwi's still good for one. But again, it comes down to the weaknesses that are backing him up on this hold. Really nothing to work with. And if it's that not the operator finding the kill, the chances go way down.
Yeah, he's got the Blade Storm for the next round, so was willing to take a risk, and a risk being taken by the entire squad. They've thrown in the lockdown here. Zeta trying to hold on the edge of it, and he's actually going to get two with the spam? I thought maybe one at best. Okay, sure, he's going to go down, but he's already cost the entirety of the round. Cracks again, going to reduce the finances brought through, and you know what? Mr. Farland should get out of there with an operator.
Talking about the A site, you know, ultimately, when you start a round like this, a minute in, your only opportunity is to go towards C, but with Kiwi down, that opportunity now is a little bit more promising. Good stun, good delay, but the follow-up, the thing of legends. Sure, Mr. Fallen will go down, and some damage is found as well. But they managed to stall out that C push. And from the shadows, used to fake out that they're taking this to A. The fake is not sold, though. FUT still have two players here. One in the form of Ada Captain, the other being Cracks, and that angle is certainly held down by Cracks. Well done for FUT to find a third.
On for free? No. It's actually a miss.
Well, he's got the drone at least, but not quite the same reward. Gets back in time to be caught by the Rolling Thunder. Pretty much out of this round for a few seconds, and he'll be caught by Ban, who's doubling up on the site. Mr. Fallen catches them blinded up on site before he's dropped, but they can't get ahead in the fights. It's still Maj, left in a 1v2. T1 have got the plant in. Now they can hold this down together, even looking to double swing it, and the double not needed. Munchkin quick to the trigger. The lead stays with T1.
It's just build up in this retake. Now you have to bear in mind, in terms of utility, there's a couple of flashes. I was going to say there's no paranoia to get them back in. They don't need it. T1 went looking. They wanted to fight. They wanted to scrap, and because of that, they now find themselves in a 5v2 scenario. Flank comes through from Maj as well. Munchkin needs to pull off one of the most ridiculous clutches you ever will have seen, and they're already spamming into the smoke. They know where he is. It's all too easy for FUT. Zeta could be in trouble here. Currently using his drone, he goes jumping back and spots half of the team. The stun has caught him as well. There is no chance for him to survive this one, and in fact, at a Captain, well, he may be getting assists, but he can also frag in his own right as well. A clean push back through into this round for FUT.
Space will be taken. It's Saya player coming up close, but further back was Munchkin. He's caught. Cloudburst, good the dodge on the paranoia, but he'll still be taken down. Carpe with a good frag. They haven't spotted out a Captain. He's doubling up, holding strong on the site. He doesn't need any help. Saw Thrash go in, but well, he already had it on lockdown. Zeta the last man alive. We'll find the first. Zeta captain's kill streak finally coming to a conclusion. But with just a couple of seconds left on that clock, I think we know this round is going into FUT's corner. The question is, will the rifle be carried through? The timing was nearly terrible. Stun held. Mr. Fallen's caught at least one with that. Aftershock for down below, and that's a free kill. Zeta was caught in the turret. In the drone, I should say. Saya player is good for a double before being shut down. The operator doing a hell of a lot of heavy lifting on the way back into A, and another successful retake for the side of FUT. Storm still to fall back on. This could be a tough fight for Kiwi.
Yeah, I almost feel like at this stage, someone has to make a mistake. And while Carpe's doubled up, kept this further into their favor, Kiwi will be able to get one, and actually Mr. Fallen's found another. Somehow, in this 2v5 scenario, it's beginning to look competitive with an isolated player within the smoke. Munchkin has a chance to put this one to bed, as Mr. Fallen is now all that remains. The other two players just waiting on long, and T1 will claim their fifth.
Well, Kiwi's got some control. A player spotted as well. He'll look for the fight, and that's an execution.
Beautiful paranoia.
Munchkin down immediately. The paranoia even stopped the players further back from peeking out to help. There were two ready to swing. Carpe and Ban, and both have been found by Kiwi. They didn't take the fight earlier, and they were forced into it later. This is looking rough. T1 blocked out completely. And even that late flank that they're attempting with Saya player, there might not be anything left to flank. They have enough bodies to cover more or less every single angle at this point, and once they catch out Zeta, it gets tough. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we won't even talk about that for Saya, because it's an ace for Kiwi, kicking off half two.
Turkish Valorant, it was just run in, get headshots, get all of the kills. You look at those first 3 kills for Kiwi, every single player was blind. Supportive flash off the paranoia, pop flash came through as well from Mr. Fallen. The last player, I think, was split second away from getting stunned, so obviously they're moving as well. It might not count as an assist, but it definitely was one. And take a lot of initial space into mid. This seems to be their pretty much their pressure. Look how aggressive he is! He's just got straight through! Already just decimating the side of T1. This was the round that they desperately needed to win. He's just opened things up with ease.
At this point, I'm looking at the body language, looking at Ban's position on the minimap, and it's a save. They've called for it. And who we see on the C side, players coming from either angle. They know that Carpe is here now, and they'll shut him down. Only Ban left to find, and Krax does, well, makes it look easy. He'll be left alone. Still has his wingman to work with. Maybe the plant can go down. He can try to move to a post plant already, start the flank.
He'll get his ult off this as well.
Oh, that's huge.
It's tough to use in these sort of scenarios. To isolate a player. If he gets it into the 1v1, you almost have to say that this round is his, and Zeta is going to try and sell a ruse. Maybe that both players are coming in from that direction. Yet to move is going to be Munchkin. The spray's a little bit wild. He's going to go running back into his opponent. Munchkin will just about find the victory in that round. The guy was one bullet off, so he probably kills him off that. But, hey, you can't blame him. Thrash straight through, as said. He has farmed this all up so many times throughout this game. Doesn't connect onto anyone this time. Kiwi's gone dashing into the site. Made space, but Carpe's done well. Instant trade again, though. It all seems to come tumbling down. Ban at the back of sight is the last point of call. His teammates with a supportive flash, but maybe he doesn't need that support. However, does he know? Look, there's a player right below him. He's seen the gun barrel. Eventually, he'll make the realization. The penny drops, and it leaves just Krax alone in this one. And again, T1, they will hold the site, but mostly because of Ban.
He's bought them that little bit of time now as the clock moves into their favor. Rolling Thunder avoiding it at first. Mr. Fallen actually grabs a kill off of utility, and he's still standing strong down below. Ada Captain on for another. Mr. Fallen still hasn't been rooted out. They just couldn't deal with this breach, and every single player shut down.
Far away, but I think the position of Moj holds a lot more value. Someone they need to clear. Zeta has done well though, but the trade is immediate, and now it's left all onto Munchkin.
Full belt of utility to work with, at the very least. That smoke fading. There you go.
Look at the ults.
The Rolling Thunder will be committed. They're not risking anything in this 2v1. A stun through gives away his position. Maj knows exactly where to look. It immediately and causing this utility to start being thrown out. How has Krax found that? A nail in the coffin for the squad of T1
no.
as Krax picks up even more. The flank is on its way, and that will do it. 13-7. An incredible debut for the side of FUT as they take their opening series 2-0, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah, the first Turkish team to make it here to Champions.